Alright, this is Brent Marvick with BP Kitchen Equipment, and we have here a 2016 Bizerba GSP H slicer. This is Bizerba's manual model. The slicer's overall in pretty decent shape. See here, it's got for 2016, it's got very little scratching. Just probably the most right here. But it's just cosmetic issue. It doesn't actually affect the functionality at all. See here that it's got very little scratching on the surface, and yeah, it's overall in pretty decent shape. All right, so these manuals work very simply. There's an off and an on button. The blade is currently running. You're able to open the gauge plate and just slice. So you're able to put your product here. This is called a gravity feed. So this guy actually, see here, it actually just, comes down on its own accord. You'll push down your item, and you're able to just slice it right there. Something else that's pretty cool about these Bizerbas, they actually have a safety feature where they turn off after 30 seconds if you have it turned on. So we make sure that all of our slicers go out at that. If I were to just keep doing this forever, this slicer would just continually operate. It's not going to turn off on you. The moment that I just let it sit down there and do its thing, it'll automatically turn off after 30 seconds. It's a safety feature that Bizerba sends out from the factory, and we just want to uphold that. Speaking of safety features, something else that we do at BP Kitchen Equipment, so we make sure that this machine is safe for you. So currently the blade is exposed, right? You can see it there. I could go in and cut myself. Bizerba makes sure that whenever the gauge plate is open, the blade is exposed, this carriage cannot be turned back. That way you don't just have a carriage just wide back with a blade right there open and running. Last thing we do, and it's calibrated so that whenever the gauge plate is in fact closed, you can open the carriage. Another benefit of this, buying from us, is this blade is not going to cut you whenever the carriage is open. Again, Bizerba has these couple millimeters, like 1.5 mils is about where it's at, above the blade, so that, you have an employee coming in here and cleaning it, they need to wipe down the edge of the blade, and it is running right now. They're not going to be able to cut themselves, or at least very easily. You should still use caution. Bizerba does that. It's just a safety mechanism, and it also makes it a lot easier to clean the slicer when you don't have to worry about safety, right? When we buy them, they're often in a pretty bad shape. So often the blade is exposed, it's normally not calibrated. But yeah, the benefit is that you can turn on your blade, right? You can open up your carriage, then you can just wipe all the way out, get all the crap off the blade. Right, there we go. Yeah, buying from BP Kitchen Equipment, you are going to get a fully functioning slicer. Not only do we calibrate the safety mechanisms, I clean it off, I degrease it, I sanitize it. You're not going to have anything from its former use. We also cover everything by 120 days, so all the electrical in here, all the mechanical over here. I make sure that everything's properly lubricated. I go through and I make sure that everything's working as it should. You're not going to buy any piece of equipment that has just been tested and wiped down, and then you're going to have to fight me on replacing it if there's anything wrong. These machines are going to come to you as they would from Bizerba. It's just a little bit more use at a discounted price. They're going to be fully functioning for you. You're not going to have to call Bizerba out to fix any unknown issues, but you're going to get a well-functioning machine. Yeah, we do, I think we have a 68-point refurbishment checklist. Everything's covered by 120-day warranty. We stand behind our work. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My number is 720-334-0129. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a good day.